All right. And we should be live now. How's it going, everybody? I'm J Cubed. Ignore the zombies that you hear trying to get to me. I haven't loaded into this world since the last time we streamed it. Ow! So I don't really know what's going on, but I do remember I just got a double barrel shotgun, so thank goodness for that. But yeah, how's it going, everybody? I'm hoping y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday so far. I don't think there was anything else for me to loot here. I just think I kind of need to get a move on. So, we already did our quest. We gotta go talk to the trader to go get our rewards. And I think that is... Ow! Damn you. I think that is exactly where we left off. Oh yeah, I also have a really good spear. I have a really good spear. We haven't done our Horde night yet. That's for the 7th night, and we are about to enter the 7th day here shortly. Oh, I still haven't done the thing where my character's gonna stop choking by just existing in this biome. Well, that sucks. That does kinda suck. We're gonna have to, I think we're gonna have to fix that before we get the Horde night. Also, I can't remember, did I turn off the smell mechanic in this, or... Ah, shit, I didn't. Son of a bitch. Time to do regular undead violence, and you think with the Stray video I started Zerkism? I don't know what that means. I know the Zerks are like the little alien things that try to eat you in that game. I don't know what Zerkism is. I know that my friend Tyler, he really likes that Stray game, and he's been wanting me to play it a lot. I think my sister was wanting me to play it as well. It's a cool little game. I like the game a lot. Oh, I think the Zerks are very, adorable. Deceptively adorable, even. But in all fairness, I think the game acknowledges that itself. Where it's like, hey, they might look cute, but they're trying to eat you. It's like, oh, well, my bad. Hey, honey. That'd be very helpful if I get an infection. Oh, I have a bicycle that I'm leaving behind. I have a vehicle. See, when you play a game like this and you play like different worlds at different times, you forget what you have going on in them. Like, I didn't know that I had a vehicle. I didn't know that I had a bicycle over here. I couldn't remember. Because it's actually been a couple weeks since I played, and if it's been a few days since I played, I probably don't remember what I have, in all fairness. First and foremost, my character needs to stop choking to death on the air. I'm gonna go inside this building so I can stop fucking dying. I'll let my character catch his breath for a second. I've already looted this entire area. Fantastic. When you saw those, you thought of the head crabs from Half-Life. You know what? They are like a much cuter version of the head crabs from Half-Life. That is a very good analysis. That is very accurate. That is very accurate, actually. You are absolutely right about that. However, with Half-Life, I haven't played Half-Life, so I wasn't really thinking of that. But I do agree. I do agree. I've got a pocket mod. Can I put that on literally anything I have? Oh, hell yeah. I don't remember what my base has. I don't remember what, like, weapons I have. I don't remember anything about this world. Other than the fact that I very recently had gotten the, ow! Son of a bitch, my arm's sprained. Other than the fact that I had very recently gotten the double barrel shotgun, no idea what's going on in this world. I wish I could blow the zombies' heads off and not just have them, like, spurt open like that. If you're using a bladed weapon, you can chop their heads off. It's not like the game draws the line at decapitation. Why not just make the entire thing explode? I think that would be great. Hello, Kayla. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Both jump on living beings to kill them and possibly take control of the body. Wait, but it didn't say that the Zerks in Stray were... Oh my god, that one's still alive. If that one's still alive, where'd the boar go that I killed? I am so confused right now. I didn't think the Zerks took control of the body. It seemed like they just ate literally anything. Okay, you know what I am turning off the smell mechanic. I don't like the smell mechanic in this game, I gotta be honest. AI smell mode off. That's what I want. That's what I want. If the smell mechanic didn't give your character smell for the zombies to get when you physically ate food, I would leave it on. But nah, I'm not having that shit on. Yeah, they still, like, jump on living things and then they kill it, yeah. And then they're able to chew through metal, which is why they are such a problem for the robots. The like, living AI robot things. Damn it. At least that's what the robots in the game told me, you know. I was paying attention to the lore. If they chewed through metal, then why didn't the Zerks break in the elevator? You see, that's what I don't know. That's what I don't know. Like, are they just not able to eat things that aren't living? I really don't know. All I know is the robots were like, oh, they could chew through metal. That's why we're scared of them. Because they, like, I think the Guardian or something told me that as soon as I, soon as they became okay with my existence. Oh shit, now I'm choking to death on the air again. Son of a gun. I really gotta get my biome equipment. My character is slowly dying. This is not okay. His health is ticking down pretty bad. I've also learned that because I would play with the experience multiplier on 300%, that the zombies getting stronger are also 3 times as, like, fast how they develop. So I've really been skewing my playthroughs to where, like, the first Horde Night is ridiculously hard because my game stage is high enough and I'm supposed to, like, slowly progress. I'm gonna die. I'm trying to make it to the trader, but my health is not looking too good. It used to be 133. We're down to 32 and dropping. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I got a couple bandages. We'll be good. My character's just suffocating. The only reason why I don't want my character to suffocate is because it annoys me how loud it is and how often it is. And yes, Miles, maybe the Zerks in Stray are just picky eaters. Maybe that's the lore accurate reason as to why that's the way things are. Trader Jen. You know what's funny? Since the game was updated to 2.5 or whatever, since the last time I played, I think, on this world, I think Trader Jen looks different than she did the last time I played on this world. It's closing
time soon. You got here just in time.
They made her look like she was AI generated. They gave her extremely smoothed out features.
Don't spend it all in one place. But if you do, just make sure it's here.
Alright. Oh, an infested clear.
Like
that's probably gonna get me killed.
I'm gonna be pure,
especially since
potent.
I have 9
I've got enough of those
health.
for now. Sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna sell off everything I possibly can to this lady. What do I want to keep? Not really any of this. Actually, some of it. Some of it is worth keeping. Most of it, not. I'm just trying to travel light for the sake of, picking up loot and convenience and shit.
Thank you so much. Hey, come again.
You just pray they hired proper modeling people. Oh, you mean for the fun pimps for 7 Days to Die? I mean, probably. I think they just went to change her design, and people just aren't a very big fan of the design change. Because they just made her look a little smooth. I don't think she's actually AI generated, but the way that I perceive it is when I see things smoothed down, that's a very common trait in like AI generated images, so it's the best way to describe it that I can think of.
We'll be closing soon, so make your final purchases.
Uh-oh, they'll be closing soon. Could I have like some heals? Thanks you, Jen.
For the business.
You
We're open
lovely,
from dawn
lovely
to dusk
lady.
Since, we don't have clocks.
Alright, let me get out of here. I don't know if I should go do this infested clear, considering it's about to be nighttime, and I'm definitely going to die if I do that. But what I do need to do is heal myself. I desperately need to heal myself. Where is my home? Where is my house? That's what I need to know. Oh my god, it's this world. Wait, it's all coming back to me now. This is the world that I was on when I last streamed the game. It's where I don't have a house very close to Trader Jen's. So I go over here to where it's just barely in the pine forest, and that's where my home is. Oh my god, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. Oh yeah, you can mark your house. That's what I'm looking at on the compass up above. Like, that's just my bedroll being placed, but you could put all kinds of waypoints on the map. I usually don't use most of them, but by default there's like bedroll one. You could put one on your house. You can this is the trader one that's on the map. And you can also hide any waypoints as well. So it's like, you do have the means to do all that. It's just a matter of, since the bedroll's here, I don't really worry about it. And yeah, we almost got a little bit of a horde base. So I'm hoping this will do. We have a forge, that's good. We don't have a workbench. Alright. Alright. Now, what do we have as far as, stuff? Ooh, we don't have much, do we? That's not a lot of components. Oh, there's a little more in here. Here, let's see what we could transfer. Let's see. Mechanical parts, that. Try to combine all these things, see what we have. Because what we need to do next is we need to make a workbench, but I can't remember what we need to do that. Forged iron. We have all that. We just need to make 100 nails. Do we have the resources to make 100 nails? Yes, we do. It'll be a minute 40. Beauty. Now what we need to do, while we wait for those nails to craft, we gotta figure out what we need to do to conquer the burn biome, because I'm tired of fucking choking to death every time I walk in there. Hola, how's it going Sunday? It is going great this Sunday. We are having a lovely, lovely day. A lovely, lovely early stream today. We need to harvest nitrate powder. Okay, and then we need black lung serum. Okay, how do we make black lung serum? We need mushrooms. Coal. I think we have coal. It might be in my forge, though, so I might want to get that out right now. 5 coal. Wow, perfectly placed in there. Holy shit. Alright, we make a black lung serum, we use that shit on ourselves, and then we are in business. character's a little hungry, but I'll just eat this. Just pour water and the problem's fixed. You talking about pour it on the fire? Yeah, build to keep those freaks out. Well, this stream we will be having our Horde Night. We will be encountering the Horde Night, so that's gonna be something that we gotta deal with. Apparently you can plant mushrooms on the wall. Okay, whoa, that's not okay. You know what? We're gonna leave it. We have floating mushroom spores. Lovely. What the hell? Our 100 nails are ready. Let's go ahead and make our workbench, shall we? Alright, that will take 6 minutes after the Black Lung Serum is ready. I also learned that there's a skill set on the skill tree where you can read skill books and potentially get a second skill point. I never used to get it, but it's actually very good for you to get. So it's this, like, let's see, you got to get to intellect level 8. That's a lot of skill points to get all that high, but it is worth it in the long run. Minecraft logic be like, yeah, you know, the game in its early times, like its early builds, looked way closer to what Minecraft looks like as we know it. Yeah, like, it did kind of look like ass a long time ago, but I think it's come a long way since. There's a lot of people that are very judgmental about 7 Days to Die, but I am actually a pretty big fan of what they've done with the place. The game does have a lot to offer. I'm positive about the game. In my opinion, this is still one of the best games that you can play if you're looking for a zombies game to play. Well, most people that are judgmental of 7 Days to Die seem to be the people that have been longtime fans because they're not fans of how the fun pimps, the people who like own the game or whatever, the developers, they're not fans of how they've managed it, or as they would say, mismanaged it. But I would say my counter to that is game good. Because through all the years that it's been in early access and all the changes the game has had, like, this most recent update brought back a lot of things that used to be in the game that people liked, like the AI, the smell system got brought back, the empty jars that you can refill, those got brought back. A lot of things got changed when 2.5 came out. Did I see the video of the video game critic not being able to beat the tutorial level of Cuphead and calling the game impossible? Yes, I did, and that's actually exactly the reason why the other day when we were streaming and I made reference to video game critics sometimes not playing the games that they critique or not being very good at the games that they critique is exactly because of that reason. Because there are video game critics out there that actually just don't play games. They don't know how to play games. And there's a reason why nobody listens to video game critics. You listen to the people who play the games, you know? But then again, that's how I've always approached things. Like, if I go to buy something off Amazon, I'm reading deep into the reviews and shit. 'Cause it's like, anybody can say things. But you gotta look at, like, more often than not, what do people think of the thing? How it actually performs. The people that actually play it is the best way to go about it for playing games. And it's like, you can't get a better resource than the people that play it, and then sometimes people are a little too judgmental anyways, so. Speaking of Amazon, I ordered something off of Amazon lately. It just came. I got myself some black polos because I realized my polo game was lacking, and I wanted more. So now, I've got some black polos. And one of them is a security shirt because I felt like it. Yeah, you can't have a... I always say you can't have a good opinion on something until you have tried it, until you've experienced it, you know? And that's just a fact of life. You can't really formulate an opinion on something that you don't... Oh, I can break this open and, where's my axe? You can't form a... you can't have a well-informed opinion on anything if you don't actually, you know, experience it and make a fucking opinion. That's why I try not to speak on things that I don't really know. Like, if I'm not well-informed about something, you'll notice sometimes I just opt to not talk about it because I'd rather not just speak out straight out of my ass when I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's like, I at least have to have some basis for what I'm saying if I'm gonna give literally any opinion on something. It's like, I still probably talk out of my ass sometimes, but, you know, I try to mitigate it, you know? And I think the effort is what's important. I'm gonna go out while it's nighttime. I need to harvest nitrate powder. And if I'm not mistaken, is that what I marked on the map? No. That's not nitrate powder, but this is nitrate powder. I think what orange on the map might be clay. Actually, no, orange is iron. Orange is iron, and white is nitrate powder. I remember this. I remember these things. Oh shit. I have a really good spear, but I have learned in, like, my ones where I went to, like, the second, third Horde night, at a certain point, the melee weapons, they just don't do it for you anymore, and you gotta switch over, you gotta transition over to using weapons, like, guns and shit. So, as much as I like my spear, I know that at a certain point, it's not gonna be the most feasible to use anymore. So, I'm trying to wean myself off of using the melee weapons too much in the game. But I'm still at a point where it makes sense to use it, so I don't think I'm in dire straits or anything, you know. Let's harvest some of this. Yep, that's nitrate powder. See, I remember game information. I just need to harvest 250 of this, and you can't see how much I'm harvesting, but so far we're 50 there. Now, if anything wants to come try to kick my ass while I'm mining this, then it can feel free. Oh, I could also use the black lung serum. That's another thing. I'm trying to do all those challenges so that I can build the biome gear. Once the biome gear is built and I'm wearing it, my character will never choke on the air again. Hey, my workbench is also done. It's in my inventory. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna mine, and we're gonna like it. Because this is essential. This is an essential part of what we need to do for quality of life improvements. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, this. I'm gonna drink this so my stamina will regenerate a little faster. So I can dig better. You know what I haven't played recently that I normally, you know, play a little bit occasionally? I haven't played Titanfall 2 as of late. I feel like it's getting to be around the time where I gotta make, like, another Titanfall 2 video or something. Because I always gotta revisit that game. I love Titanfall 2. It is a lovely, lovely game. Oh, hey, we're done. Boom, boom, boom. Now we need to craft the smoke gear. We need more coal. We need more scrap polymers, and we don't have an armor crafting kit. Are we able to craft an armor crafting kit? I don't know. I just sneezed and my fucking headphones fell off. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. My headphones fell off the fucking side of me. Ah. Alright. Would I like to leave a review about my vacation in Guarma? My vacation in Guarma was terrible. What a terrible, terrible place for the gang to have to go in Red Dead, dude. It was actually, you know what? I would leave a great review because we had fun. We blew up like a fucking warship in Guarma. So that was actually pretty neat. I got to shoot a cannon in Guarma. So you know what? I really liked my time in Guarma. Do I have any armor parts is the question. That's kind of what I need to know. Where are you going, zombie? Alright, well, we got all the shit we need for that. Now we just need an armor crafting kit, we need armor parts. I don't remember if we had any of those back at home. Don't worry, Mr. Fassar will be overthrown. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Hell, we might even overthrow him, dude. Maybe that'll be Dutch's last score, you know? He'll be like, alright guys, I know getting revenge on Bronte led to us having multiple of our crew members die. However, what if we were to go get revenge once more? Chapter 6, shit's gonna hit the fan higher than Mars. I believe it. I believe it. 100%. That seems to be the way the game is going now, you know? Shit just kinda keeps getting exponentially worse and worse. I need to consolidate my inventory a little bit. There we go. We're gonna get rid of this shitty little table, and in its place, I keep forgetting I have this, where I can press this button on my mouse, and then this pulls up and I can select my shit. We're gonna put a workbench right here. And now we can make more complex shit, but we kind of lack any of the resources to do so. Hey, we have an armor part. We could actually make a armor crafting kit. Sewing kit and duct tape. Surely we have sewing kits. Oh yeah, I know I collect those. Craft. Put these back. Let's see. Smoke gear. $20 scrap polymers. We only have 15. We only have 15 scrap polymer. Are you fucking... Hang on. This will give me scrap. That might give me scrap. I need literally one more, please. Yes. Beauty. Fun facts in the files. You found the man-made mutant has a functional PED model, which means he could be an NPC? That's terrifying. What if you discovered the man-made mutant, that thing, and then you leave the place, and then you get like a random quest, and you have to go back, like a side quest, and you go back and it's gone? It's like, oh no, it's alive. Oh no. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Leather, cloth. Where is the cloth? And then I need a lot of coal. Now I can do it. Now I can craft the smoke gear, and I never have to choke to death in the burnt forest biome again. Glory be. God, I hate that shit. I hate getting choked out every time I walk outside. Rockstar's NPC names are named PED for pedestrian. You know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. Not everything makes sense all the time. for like developer thoughts and everything. That makes sense. That tracks. I like that. Also, I have an iron spear. I wonder if I could make a steel spear, but I think we're a little bit far away from being able to do that. Actually not. But I don't want one, because I know that the spears cap out and I want to focus on other things. Yeah. It kind of sucks when you walk outside to go fight the zombies and you start choking to death on the shitty air. You'd think with how few people are remaining, no pollution, but no, but nay, the the fucking burnt biome, the entire thing is just cold in the air. You walk outside and it feels like fucking Pompeii. Alright, what were we gonna do? Oh yeah, we need to put this on. And we officially will not choke in the air anymore. When I drive over into this biome, my character's not gonna fucking I can't fucking breathe. No more of that. No more of that. So obviously give you breathing issues there, them no burnt stuff required. You know, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. I'm sure the rotting flesh of zombies would probably make you want to fucking throw your guts up just being in their presence, but that's not something baked into the game, so we don't have to worry about that. If it was something baked into the game, I would worry about it. But yeah, now that I'm in the burnt biome, would you look at that? No more 3 minutes of my character choking to death and then losing his health. No more coughing. No more, clouding up my screen with the black shit, the, like, smoke-looking shit. None of that. Now, it's just like I'm going through the lovely, lovely pine forest. You know, the funny thing is, even though I've been playing the game more recently, I still don't really... I'm not passing up the opportunity to kill a boar. Come here, you son of a bitch. It's all about the resources. It's all about the resources. Yeah, no more choking like I'm standing next to a fire. You know, there's a lot of people that dislike the smell of a bonfire, but like a traditional bonfire, you know, a normal wood bonfire, I love the smell of bonfire. Like, when I smell of bonfire after being around one for many hours, I am very happy. It is not a smell that... What the fuck is happening to that thing? It is not a smell that bothers me in the slightest. I love bonfire smell. It's like, do they occasionally choke me out when the wind changes direction? Yes, but I still like the bonfire. There's no bad blood between me and bonfires, man. I love that shit. Also, I'm gonna get rid of this quick waypoint on my map because I don't need it anymore. Where is it? Oh, hey, mushrooms. Oh, hey, mushrooms. Oh, hey, mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms in here. A lot of mushrooms in here. A lot of zombies in here as well. No. Don't touch me. I hate the spider zombies. Ooh. Gimme, gimme. A stone spear. I'll scrap that. Ain't no way I'm using that shit. I have a level 6 iron spear. Now you notice to suspect me if any house catches fire in your area. No, no, no. I said fire is nice and bonfires are nice. I never said I was an arsonist, okay? There's a difference. There's a difference. Fire, cool, but I'm also responsible with fire. Let's go ahead and get a stone shovel in my inventory, because why the hell not? Why do I still have a pipe machine gun? Get that shit out of here. Why would I have a pipe machine gun when I forgot I got an AK? I have an AK. I don't need that pipe machine gun. Another way to get nitrate powder. Those things right there. Dude, there's so many mushrooms in this cave. So many oodles and oodles of mushrooms. Beauty. Beautiful. More zombos. Oh, he's a feral. Gotta take his bitch ass down first. He's a little more resilient than the others. Dude, there's mushrooms fucking everywhere. They're on the walls. They're on the floor. They might even be on the ceiling. I don't know. Mine. Mine. Dude, I'm gonna come out of this with like 30 mushrooms. We are harvesting the hell out of those mushrooms, man. Boom. Boom. You're not a feral zombie, so you don't scare me. Yeah, I like the smell of fire. That doesn't mean that I desire to commit arson. That's not what that means. I think you're inferring a little too much there if you think that's what that means. Come on. Oh shit, one of those is irradiated. You strong bitch. Reload. God damn. Are you fucking kidding me? They hurt so bad. He's got to be close to death now. There we go. Ah, my health. Look at my fucking health. He took most of it. Damn. These absolute bitches. Stretching a posture check. Oh, hey, Tyler, since you're in the chat, could you get rid of that bot account that just tried to advertise viewers on Twitch? Thank you, brother. Thank you. And welcome to the stream, by the way, Tyler. I hit you up with that stretch posture check and a hydrate. Sorry, I missed it for just a second. Oh yeah, s'mores on the fire are really good too. I remember the last time I was hanging out with my friends and we had a fire. We made s'mores. Oh my god, they were heavenly. They were heavenly. I love s'mores. Big fan of s'mores. My character really needs to eat food. I could technically start eating these mushrooms. Just straight up. You know what? I'm gonna put these mushrooms in my inventory right here, and I'm just gonna keep eating them. They'll give me a little bit of health, but more importantly, they're filling up my food bar at the very bottom left. Tyler, if you gotta use the bathroom, you should probably go take care of that. You should probably take care of yourself, buddy. Get away from me. Step off, bitch. If one of you is irradiated again, I'm gonna be pissed. And that didn't even kill him. How dare you? Alright, quest complete. There shouldn't be any more zombies in this. Hell yeah. It's a good thing I collected so many mushrooms, man. I can just, like, keep eating them and healing myself. Tyler, please don't piss yourself. That's not a good idea. I might not always have the greatest of ideas, but I know for a fact that is not a good one. That is not a good idea. Ooh, honey. Ooh, food. Infested cache, this should have good ammo in it. There we go. There we go. Ammo, resupply. You see, this shit, it's worth it. It's worth it. Doing all these quests. This is how you get the good rewards. This is how you get the good shit. Mine. Can of pears. I really want to get all those levels into intellect so I can get the bookworm thing and I can get potential double skill points when I read the books. That is one of the biggest things, by the way, that people have a gripe about this game with. It is that you have to rely so much on reading the skill books to, like, level up shit. And people don't like that. There used to be a system in the game called Learn by Doing. And it's a system that is much preferred to when they took it over with, like, the skill books that you have to read to level shit up. So, but in coming updates, they're going to be addressing that. They're going to be implementing a little bit of a learn by doing system again, so, you know, we should be eating good once more in this game. I think things are going in the right direction, and I am happy man. And now I'm just running through here collecting mushrooms on my way out. Jesus, Tyler. Alright, alright. How the hell do I get out of here? Also, I don't understand how this light has power when there is a destroyed power bank behind it. You're not receiving power. You're not fucking fooling me. Alright, well, let's go turn in our shit to, Trader Jen. See? That was an infested where it's like a normal point of interest, except the zombies are a little more difficult and there are more of them. We're doing good. We're doing good. I just realized that we are on the 7th day, and I need to prep my base for the Horde Night. I kinda forgot about that, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll be
Good
fine.
morning to my... Well, that didn't take long.
It shouldn't be
Nice
too
work.
bad. Actually, Molotovs should also help with the Horde Night. We should be fine. We should be fine. What direction is west? That's the direction of my house. Let's see. This will probably do the mercy
If you
point
finish
count.
2 more jobs this weekend to patch up those wounds,
I'd like to sell you an engine, money, painkillers. I need scrap polymers, shotgun parts, buckshot, sewing kit. I don't need this much 9mm. I got another level, very nice. Animal fat. Nitrate powder, not really making anything with that yet. Lead. Can't sell the rotten flesh. And I think that's good for now. I think that's good for now. As far as what I want to sell.
that was a good deal. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
That's a damn good deal. I'd take that deal. You know, for a very long time, I had not watched the movie Inglourious Bastards, and I really like that movie. I think that movie is absolutely amazing. It's, in my opinion, probably one of the best Quentin Tarantino movies out there. And I just had not watched it for many years, and then I finally watched it, and let me just say, now that I finally watched it, that movie is all it's hyped up to be. That shit is awesome. That is just a great movie all around. And the fact that it has, what's it called? what's his name? The guy who's in Django, where he's like, it's like a reward. I can't remember what the actor's name is, but I fucking love that guy. He is amazing in everything he's in. If she's a doctor, then you're actually an Arctic fox. Well, I do believe Trader Jen is actually a doctor, but you know, a post-apocalyptic doctor, which, in all fairness, is probably the most essential doctor at this point. Because if everything went to hell in a handbasket, you'd want to make sure that you had a doctor on your side. I don't like that she flirts with you every time you show up, though. Not my favorite thing. Now, you see, the downside of having all my shit in here is part of me defending everything, me defending my livelihood in here, is I'm also defending all my shit, so for the sake of the zombies not tearing up and destroying the things that I know and love, I have to be careful. I have to be careful. I don't want them to destroy my base and potentially, like, destroy, the things I like in it, too. Post-apocalypse, anyone can say whatever they want. You can't prove right or false. That is true. However, I feel like if somebody said they were a doctor, and then it became very obvious that they didn't know what they were talking about, I feel like that's a very easy way to find out that they're lying. It's like, oh, if they just start, if people just start dying because the doctor is treating them, that's probably not a doctor. That's probably not a doctor. And also, yeah, probably everybody is lonely in the apocalypse. Although there must be theoretically plenty of people around if these traders are willing to, like, be open all throughout the land, you know? Otherwise, why would there be traders in the first place? Lore implications. We're saving up on all our skill books here, by the way. In case you're wondering as I'm putting them away. Is there any food I can make with mushrooms? Let's see. Food. Scorcher stew. That doesn't need mushrooms. Sunstroke tonic. Those are things for different biomes. Fallout flush. That's not what I meant by food. Maybe I need to go into the campfire. Yeah, what food could I make? Meat stew? No. Anything that uses mushrooms, please. Vegetable stew. I don't have corn or potatoes. Son of a bitch. If an apocalypse starts or you're in a country... Oh, hey, that's mean, Miles. That's mean. Don't make fun of Europeans like that. The traders are open just to find actual living people. You know, I could see that being a thing. We could make a Burning Shaft mod, or as somebody who plays this game named Jawoodle likes to call it, the Chlamydia mod. You could put that on your spear, make it stronger. And turn it into a torch as well. Alright, let's store some of this shit. Let's put that in there. Put a little bit of iron in there. We need more iron. We do need more iron. But what we need to do is we need to prep our base. It's already made of concrete, so I feel like that part is good. It's like, the question is, how do we do it? Do we just have it all closed up, and then we go up here, and the zombies will hopefully path this way? But then there's a ladder here, so they could climb up back here. So what do we do about that? What's the best way to solve this dilemma? You live in Europe, you live in Romania. You forgot which country had low female standards? You think it was Lithuania? Yeah, there's a lot of countries in Europe. So if you just hit them, if you hit them with a blanket insult, it's like if you mean like 1 or 2 countries in Europe, there's still like a bunch that it wouldn't apply to, you know? I believe they call that catching strays. Europe is catching strays right now. I forgot that I could harvest scrap polymers from like a lot of this shit just sitting around. Why did I get money from that? Oh, it was technically like a couch. Ah, I see. I did a challenge for harvesting polymers. Let's fucking go. Oh, if I complete all these homesteading things, I will actually, Oh, wow. I need a torch and a wood spike trap. Torch? Well, animal fat cloth fragment. Torch. Go ahead and put that back. Don't need the Molotovs right now. Huh. You mean the continent you lived in for your life started 2 world wars? No wonder Europe catches strays. Well, there's a lot of shit to Europe, okay? And there's a lot of history to Europe, even beyond just the world wars, you know? So it's like, there's a lot there. There's a lot to unpack there, okay? So now that I have the torch, I also need to make a spike trap. I need to place the torch, so we're gonna have a wall torch. You know what? Since I'm gonna plan on fighting up here, I want my wall torch to be up here. The problem is, if the zombies don't path the way that I want them to path, it could be really bad for my base. Like, a lot of shit could get destroyed if they go the way that if they go a way that I'm not thinking of, you know? Water filter? Oh, that's a great thing to put in a dew collector if I could ever fucking make one. Let's hope they don't start flying. Well, just slid down. The normal zombies don't fly, but there are vultures, and eventually the vultures do, like, become, like, larger, and they can, like, shoot things at you, but I've never even got that far in the game, so I'm not worried about that. I'm not too worried about that part of it. But it's like, vultures are the flying thing to worry about, but they're honestly not that bad. At least as far as I could tell. In my experience, I haven't had too much trouble with the vultures in the game. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to hold out up here. So that's why I want my torch up here, is what I was saying. And then I created my wood spike trap. Now if I place this down somewhere... Ow! There's fucking barbed wire right there. Like right there. Now I've done all those challenges. And now I need to upgrade a wood block. So... wood block. Boom. I don't have any cobblestone, are you kidding me? How much cobblestone do I need, though? Oh, I need clay soil. I don't have any of that, do I? Hang on, I can fix this. This looks like clay. I lied. That's sand and rock. Son of a bitch. That is clay. I know, I recognize this as clay. Now, is this gonna be enough to make some cobblestone rocks? At least enough to upgrade this block? We will see. There we go. There we go. Now we can stop making the cobblestone rocks, please. Alright, now that we did that, we did all the homesteading challenges. So when we go to the trader, we're going to get a reward for doing those. So if you complete all of one of those subsets of challenges, you can get like a reward, like usually something decent from the trader. So we're gonna see what she offers. I feel like it's like a set reward, but I don't actually know it off the top of my head. So to me, it's randomized and or just a surprise in general, because I don't know what the reward's gonna be. But I will get it. I've also been accruing some levels, so I should probably see if I could, how close I could get to that skill book level I'm trying to save up for. I've learned that if you collect a bunch of skill books early, don't read them, but then you get enough points to get where when you read the skill books, you might get an additional level. Because a lot of those things go up to like level 75, you know, so there's a lot of books to read. But if you can cut down that number at all, then that's a massive W. Hey! An airdrop just dropped over there. We'll have to go grab that after we get our reward.
It's good you beat the... Congratulations. I can make my payment to the Duke now.
Let's see. Mining tools do 10% more block damage. That is actually more useful than any of the other things on here for me right now. Thank you, Trader Jen. You lovely, lovely lady. Boom. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pay a quick visit to my base, and then we're gonna go hit that airdrop. You prefer airstrike rather than an airdrop? Well, unfortunately, I think we're beyond airstrikes being a thing in this world now. I don't think that's an option. I don't think there's any functioning military. All you can find are military zombies now. Unless you played like a modded version of the game. I've never played any 7 Days to Die mods. However, there are a lot of really good ones that add a lot to the game and can completely overhaul and change the system of how it works. There's this one that's really difficult, I've heard, called Darkness Falls. And it completely changes the shit. And it looks really cool. But I don't even understand everything that's in the game as it stands now, so I don't really want to add that level of complexity to the game that I'm playing. Because I haven't even played this shit enough to where I know what's going on, really. Alright, alright. We got some things to drop off. Couple skill books. Some miscellaneous resources. I could have sold something to Jen, but not all that much, so I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll hold on to these bullets for now. And then let's go get our airdrop. Any non-infected citizens are collateral damage. You talking about if you were to call in an airstrike? You know, collateral damage makes me think of, you remember those Injustice games? Where, Injustice 1 and 2, where it takes, like, the DC comic timeline where, like, Joker fucking nukes Metropolis or whatever, Lois Lane gets killed and Superman goes off the fucking deep end and decides to basically be the police force of the world. Love those games, by the way. The Injustice games are so amazing. But you made me think about, I've been seeing shorts of the interactions between characters and how Superman would call, the couple of superheroes that he killed collateral damage, even though one of them was Shazam, and that was literally a child that he murdered. It's like, we don't hurt kids. It's like, what about Shazam? It's like, oh, well, you make a fair point. That's what collateral damage reminds me of now. Reminds me of Injustice. God, those were good games. Injustice 2 was such a good fighting game. I always love a good fighting game. I've got so many fighting games. Like Injustice, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Ultimate Ninja Storm games. I just love good fighting games, man. Even if I'm not the greatest at it, it is a good time. Okay, they updated the, I think they updated the airdrops as well, because these lights around it did not used to be a thing, I think. I don't need... I can sell most of these things, like this and that. The skill magazine, that is good. That is objectively very good for me. Now the question is, what do we do in the meantime? Because that's a little far to travel. Actually, no, it's not. We could go do that. We can go do the infested clear. We just got to ride the bike for a while. How far is it? Damn, I've already been there too. That's crazy. Well, I'll take the same path that I took before then. Go the roundabout way. Lois's death triggered the nuke, and Superman was affected by a kryptonite dust to make Lois look like Doomsday. Ah, so that's what it was. That's what it was. You see, I couldn't remember exactly how it happened, but I remembered a nuke in Metropolis, and something about... I remembered something about Superman killing Lois, but I couldn't remember how. That makes so much sense. But yeah, so basically, the short version is Superman goes fucking crazy, and the world realizes what it's like if you had the superheroes turn into an oppressive force instead of the superheroes they were. It's a really cool theoretical thing. I like it. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm glad you knew, like, the nitty-gritty details, because I only had, like, a very basic and partially wrong, like, synopsis in my head. Not necessarily wrong, but I was definitely missing some key components, some key parts. I don't even see the zombie that just growled at me when I went by. Maybe it was a crawler or something, and I wasn't looking low enough. I was very confused when I turned around and did not see a zombie after it just fucking... It just gave me a wee bit of a... I don't know what to call that. I guess a growl would be a good way to call it. Also, fuck this zombie in particular. Just because I felt like it. Injustice showed what happens when a hero breaks their no-kill rule and become no better than the villain. Well, you see, here's the funny thing about that. Not necessarily, because, if I'm not mistaken, the only hero that has a no-kill rule in DC is just Batman. Like, other heroes, they're not, like, gonna... They don't have, like, this moral thing of, like, oh, if I kill them... If I kill somebody, then it's the end of the world because I've given up on everything I believe in. Batman has the strict no-kill rule. I'm pretty sure the other heroes do kill people sometimes. But it's Batman who's like, I cannot kill anybody ever. Dude, knowing the Joker, he probably bought a nuke from somewhere. Or he could have... I don't know, he's the fucking Joker, man. He'd find a way. If it's a means to something that involves chaos, he'll make it happen. He'll make it work. The entire premise of the Joker is that he is absolutely fucking insane. You know, my character also makes me think of another thing. Last night, I still had like 10 episodes to watch to be caught up, but I finished catching up to the most recent episodes of One Piece. Oh, are you fuck? I can't hit a thing to save my life. But I fully caught up on the last episodes of One Piece, and I was doing that like late yesterday, and it was very hype, and I was very happy. But I still have like 2 episodes to go, so you know, I almost got there. Ow. Ow. And the Joker does have access to the craziest of shit. But he is the craziest of people, so, you know. It's just on brand for him. It just tracks, you know? Why are there so many zombies? I always feel tempted when I'm riding by to kill the zombies because sweet, sweet experience points. Like, it's very hard for me to ride by a zombie and not kill it. Sometimes I know it's not worth it, but like, I just can't help myself, man. Wait, I have an idea. Is that where the end loot is right there? Because if I build up to that right now, I can get double end loot. Hang on. I'm about to do something very cheesy. Way more cheesy if it actually works. I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach. Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, I've already like happened upon this and I've cleared it before, so as it turns out I'm not gonna do something cheesy. I've already cleared this point of interest. Okay, so the quest will just make it to where I can clear it again. Okay. Okay. I should have assumed since I already went this way that I just went ahead and got this shit from here. That would have been a good assumption. Alright, here we go. Now it resets the point of interest. And since it's an infested clear, the zombies should be more abundant, and they should have some stronger zombies. So we gotta be careful. There's probably gonna be at least one irradiated zombie, like the last point of interest I was clearing. And the irradiated ones are rather scary. Minecraft ass tactics. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, but also I'd already cleared this, so it didn't matter anyways. Were the story writers of One Piece sorting by arc and not season if season 1 is over 1,000 episodes? So here's the thing about One Piece that you need to understand, is that it's about how One Piece released. One Piece, for many years until just now, because they are catching up with the manga and everything too fast, One Piece has been releasing weekly for many years. So how animes in a season, how they release like every week or so when you're in like an active season, that season has been going for many years. So it is still the first season, but they're finally switching it because they have to where it's going to be now a seasonal release. But it's like they just never stopped releasing it, man. So technically, yeah, it was just the one season for a very long time. So it's like, that's how that happened. That's why the first season of One Piece is over 1,000 episodes. It took them that long to, like, you know, catch up too much. It's been a weekly release for so long. That's like, that is an accurate answer as to why it is the way it is. They gotta continue to make more money. Well, I mean, yeah. The story isn't over. I mean, they've been working on it for a while. It's a good story. It's just hard to get into for a beginner because it's just, there's so much to it, you know? When something has over 1,000 episodes, it's a little daunting. Oh, fuck me. When something has over 1,000 episodes, it's a little daunting to get into, you know? Because that's a long-ass series. That is a very large time commitment. A very large commitment of time and effort. Alright, that was like the easiest fucking infested clear I've ever done. Really? That easy? I mean, the loot isn't gonna be anything crazy. I know that as a fact because, I mean, there's not much up here. But still, that was ridiculously easy. Oh my god. Preacher hat. I might want to hang on to that one. That's probably useful. Alright, well, I managed to clear it, so let's get back to our house and get ready for the Horde Night, I guess. Batman comic series you actually like are the Three Jokers and Death in the Family. You see, I don't actually read the comics. Sometimes I like get insight to some of the comics, usually through like shorts or whatever. Apparently, the Absolute Batman series is fucking insane, by the way. So if you're familiar or maybe not familiar with what that is, that could be something pretty interesting to check out. I normally don't, like, read comics. I normally don't read much of anything. Sometimes if I'm really interested in the, like, an anime or something, sometimes I'll read the manga. Usually not, though. Usually not. Reminds you of Thomas the Tank Engine, how they adapted the Railway series, book series, till season 3, where they started doing their own thing. Every adaptation show eventually starts doing their own custom stories like fanfic. Well, technically, if you think about most anime, or at least the long-running ones, they have filler episodes. And filler episodes are technically custom stories because the definition of filler is something that is not in the manga, something that is not in the official story. So it's like, technically they do that shit too, a lot of them. Some shows with more filler than others. But that is kind of something that happens. Then sometimes you will have a show that completely deviates from the source material, like Akame ga Kill. You could read the entirety of Akame ga Kill, and you will not be spoiled for how the anime goes, because it is not the fucking same at all. The characters that die are not the same. How characters die, not the same. Completely different, like, outcomes and stories with how that shakes down. It's like, that's one of the only things where I know is a specific example where, like, the stories are completely different source material to the anime adaptation. Hey, that One Piece live action, though, that's looking pretty damn good. They've been doing a good job with that. I'm ready for more of that. There's a couple of characters already in that, and the reason why it works so well, by the way, is because the creator, Oda, works so closely with the people who are making the adaptation, so it's very faithful, and they can, when they cut down on shit or they change shit, it's the creator doing it, so it makes sense. And he knows that there's pacing issues, especially with early on in the show. That's why they're making, also, in addition to the live action, they're also making something called The One Piece, and it's going to be animated by a different studio, and it's basically going to be the earlier episodes of One Piece, but they're going to fix all the pacing issues. So if you're familiar with what Dragon Ball did, Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z Kai. One Piece is making a One Piece Kai. It's making a One Piece abridged. And honestly, it's a good idea. It's a great idea. They're just trying to make as many ways as possible to actually be able to get into the fucking show. And honestly, I respect it. I respect the hustle. They're getting into, like, every single way. And also, I just recently bought a game called One Piece The Odyssey or whatever, or One Piece Odyssey. And it's supposed to be like an open world One Piece game. Supposed to be a pretty damn good game. I've never played one One Piece game before. Only game I've played that had One Piece characters was Jump Force, and while that was a good, ambitious crossover, the story mode of that game is dog shit, and you can't even buy that game anymore. Because Jump Force has been completely removed from the markets. Which sucks, by the way, because I love Jump Force. I love playing that game with my friends. Jump Force is a beautiful, beautiful game to play with friends. It's a good fighting game. They're taking one piece of the show? Yes. I guess that would be, a punny and accurate way to put that, Miles. But yeah, normally whenever I have a fighting game that I really like, because if I am to play it with friends or something like on my Xbox, I will have all of the like DLCs of the different characters to fight with, and Jump Force will always be the one game that I can't get all the characters to fight with, because since they completely removed it and its DLCs from the market, you can't buy them. I am always missing out on the last DLC. So I'm missing out on the DLC that has Todoroki from My Hero Academia. It has fucking Meruem from Hunter x Hunter, and then it also has some other characters as well.
Just a pretty sunset.
Giovanni from JoJo's. I'm missing out on the last DLC for that game permanently because those motherfuckers stopped selling it entirely. I was so sad. I was so not happy with that shit. I was like, come on, man, really? Really? You're gonna do me like that? Well, tisk tisk.
Are you looking to earn some? Whoa, this is a day. Need some relief? Trader Jen's got what you need.
I don't need any relief from you, lady. I need to sell you things, though, so... if you wouldn't mind giving me your money, giving me your dukes, I would appreciate that. Why do I have broken glass? I don't even know where I picked that up. Yeah, alright, I think that's everything I want to sell you.
I just knew you'd find something you like.
Alright, the thunder, the lightning and thunder of the Horde Night, it is starting to signal me. Which means it's time to get back home. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this quest, because we're not going to be doing that before the Horde Night. I gotta remember how to do that. Sorry, I'm a little bit, out of practice. I say out of practice, I mean, just in general, I don't play the game enough. But yeah, we gotta go get prepped for the Horde Night. That's what we need to do. Luckily, we found a good base. Or what I think is gonna be a good base. The fact that it even has concrete walls is just a blessing to me. Also, I like how, you can have thunder and lightning whenever it's not even overcast. I see that it's overcast now, but I've had it to where, the game is thundering and then there's nothing above where it's a clear sky, and I'm like, that's not how that works. That is just not how that works. You know, completely random thing, has nothing to do with the game or anything, but have you ever seen those, like, videos of above a volcano? Like an erupting volcano, where in the smoke cloud above it, because there's so much, like, energy going on in there, that there's lightning in the smoke cloud above a volcano. That shit looks so cool. If you haven't seen that, you need to check that out. It is honestly beautiful. That sight, the lightning above a volcano, very well might be one of the last things the people of Pompeii saw. And that would have been terrifying. Especially before, like, understanding shit, like, with meteorology and everything. Like, back in that time, before you have all the understandings of science, would you not just think, oh, God has forsaken us? Like, is that not what you just assume by default? Be like, ah, shit, we must have pissed somebody off. Alright, let's see. We're not gonna need this. Gonna have to make sure our weapons are ready. Got our bullets. Didn't mean to place that. Got more bullets. We have plenty of 9mm. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why we have so much 9mm? It's a mystery to me. Actually, it's probably... I know exactly why. It's because I don't use it at all. Let's bring out our Molotovs as well. Molotovs. We're not really gonna need a knife. I should probably eat food, drink water before this Horde Night kicks off. Let's see. Do I have anything that increases my damage? No. Actually, this biker outfit gives me better armor and more health. So for the moment, I'm actually going to put that on. Just got to make sure that I put this back on me later. I don't think I need anything. I got repair kits and shit. We should be good. We should be ready. There shouldn't be much we have to do to prep for this Horde Night, if I'm gonna be honest. We've even got meds and everything. Alright, let me just, let me try to make sure that they're not going to destroy the path here. I have an idea of how I can make this a little better for them to get up. Firstly, let's make sure it's not destroyed. And then secondly, we can edit the shapes of these things. So I could put ramps. This is not exactly what I had in mind. Not exactly what I had in mind. Not exactly what I had in mind. This is more of what I had in mind. I'm just trying to smooth out the edges, you know. It'd be easier if all the blocks were blocks that I placed. Maybe I could sell the pills to a zombie. I don't think I'm selling anything to a zombie, but also, what pills am I selling? Pills? You talk about these fort bites? I kind of do want to sell some of those, and I don't... Vitamins aren't actually that useful. I should actually probably take some before the Horde Night. But I do want to sell some of this shit because I just don't need them. I don't end up using them, you know? So, like, why do I have them? I'll tell you what, the vitamins are very good in the Darkness Falls mod. I know that. You thought the vitamins were drugs or something? Well, technically, they're drugs. They're just not, like, hard drugs or bad drugs or anything. I mean... But all they do is they resist disease and cure fatigue, so it only matters if you get fatigued, and then as long as you have something to cure disease, then it doesn't matter if you resist disease. Now in Darkness Falls, the mod, you have something that allows your health to be like higher or lower, and you can basically you lose that as you die over and over, and you can restore it with vitamins. So vitamins are actually very useful if you're like playing that mod pack or whatever. So it's like they can be useful, but in the normal game, I just feel like they're not that useful. But I will hold on to all of these things. Also, painkillers should be... You also should always have some painkillers around because it's the only way to cure a concussion. I don't remember what debuffs concussions give you, but if you do get a concussion, it is the one way to fix it, so... It's worth having some vitamins, some painkillers, but at the end of the day, you just don't need many. You just don't need many. Alright. I feel like... Ow, 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 I forgot. There's traps and fucking barbed wire everywhere. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Oh, I forgot about this ladder. Hang on. Ow, damn it. Stop landing on barbed wire, mate. We're gonna destroy this ladder. We don't need it. We'd, I think a concussion, I don't think, I've never officially, like, been diagnosed with a concussion. There's one time in my life that I might have sustained a concussion, though. And from what I understand about concussions, I think the best way to describe it would be more of a brain fog than anything else. Oh, shit. Whoops. Well, that no longer exists. My bad. Ow, the fucking barbed wire! It's about to be nighttime. It's about to be nighttime, and I don't think I'm as prepared as I would like to be. Let's go ahead and get a double door real quick. It's more of a temporary amnesia. Well, I think head injuries in general can determine whether or not you have, like, a temporary amnesia, you know? Why are you going that way? Why are you going this way? Why are you going this way? No, 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 no. You come up. No, you come up this way. You come up this way, you son of a bitch. You come up this way. You do not get to break my shit down. Uh-oh. You do not get to break my shit down there. You come up this way. Like good little zombies. Why are you breaking my shit down there? Get up here. You sons of bitches. Okay, I do believe I got their attention. I do believe I got their attention. AK-47, glad to have you. Glad to have you. This is such a shitty little... Hey! Hey, get off my fucking door! All the goods of my base are in there. You better fucking stay out. But you see, depending on, like, different brain injuries, you could have different effects of things that happen to you. Like, there is such a thing as memory loss, where you lose the ability to, like, make new memories. There's such a thing as losing old memories. They're all, like, different categories of, like, brain damage. Yeah, when in doubt, use an AK. Get down, bitch. When in doubt, use a fucking Molotov, baby. Okay, well, they kind of fucked off. Whoops. Yeah. Give them fire. Reload. Dude, they're trying to destroy the ramp, and that's kind of what I thought they would do. And it's a little inconvenient, but I think it's resilient enough to withstand it, so I'm not too worried. Bad. Come on, get up here. Don't be shy. You always have a way up to me. Dude, stop breaking my shit down there, dude. Reload. Please come up here so I can kill you. You sons of bitches. Or you could stay there and fucking burn. That's an option too. That is an option too. Oh, cool. Now I have burning zombies rushing me down. Oh, hell yeah. Ow. Son of a bitch. Yeah, let me take a vitamin, just so I don't get diseased. What's that, Tyler? So, as someone who's had multiple concussions, it's more like a constant feeling you forgot something, but you know you forgot something, but you can't remember. So basically, it is like a bitch-ass brain fog, basically. I feel like I've heard it described like that, but since I've never actually had a concussion myself, you know, I don't actually know. But thank you, Tyler. I appreciate the insight. Stop breaking into my shit. Ah! Damn you, doggy. My arm is spraying. Fuck. I need you to stop attacking that down there. I'm kind of surprised by the lack of feral zombies so far. Yeah, you wouldn't want another concussion? I believe you, I believe you. Also, something to keep in mind with concussions is the more you get concussions, the more susceptible you are to further concussions. So, like, when you get concussed, you have to be very careful that you're not, like, getting more brain damage. As it turns out, brain damage is very bad for you. Don't fuck with brain damage. Let me just repair this real quick. Alright, again, I need y'all to stop breaking my shit down here. Where are you? Come on. Okay, my health is kind of suffering, so let me just take a moment and heal myself. Obviously, having 2 blocks high is not enough to stop zombies. I have learned. I have learned. I'm learning my lesson. Zombies better not be inside breaking my shit, or I'm gonna be pissed. Bitch. I feel like we're doing pretty damn good so far. I don't have any complaints, unless the zombies are breaking into my shit and threatening my, like, workbench and my forge. That's the stuff that's, like, I don't want them to fuck with at all. When in a zombie horde use a grenade, I do have some pipe bombs. But I kind of need them to be in the same spot. Ah, fuck, that's not reloaded. Damn it. I do kind of need them to be in the same place for a pipe bomb. Speaking of which, I'm hearing a lot of bullshit coming from over here. What's going on? Fuck off. I didn't even kill him. Oh, shit. Oh! I fell down. Didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, they were in my base, you fuckers! How dare you! How fucking dare you! Get out of my shit! Oh, I'm like out of ammo. Shit. Hang on, shit. Ah! Every time I step on that barbed wire, it makes me a little more angry. Don't break someone's heart, they only have one. Break their bones, they have 206 of those bad boys. Shit. That's some wisdom right there. I'm more disturbed by the fact that I know that they're in my base breaking shit. That bothers me so much. Like, dude, like, stop fucking up my shit. I'll start using the pistol too. Maybe I gotta go in here and open the door. Open these doors so they won't go to my shit, you know? I'm just trying to get them to path to me, dude. It's not a great base design for, like, controlling where they go. It is a very bad base design for controlling the flow of zombies. But again, in my defense, I didn't design it, I am just commandeering it. I am just using it. They broke this. Now they don't have a path up here. Oh, shit. That's a problem. Come on, zombies. Come hither. Oh, shit, because my arms... No! I missed the jump. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm okay. Everything is out. Everything is fine. Fire! Fire! Fire good. Fire effective. Fuck off, zombie. Dude, I swing slower because my arm is sprained. That is such bullshit. Can we stop spawning, please? I feel like you've spawned enough. Fuck! Ah! I can't help but feel like you've spawned enough zombies for one night. Oh my god! Guys, I think I'm gonna die. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna live this one. Oh! Oh! Fuck! It's not good. It's not good. It's not great. I don't have any more heals on me. Shit. I don't have any more heals and I'm about out of ammo. I got a little bit of this high power ammo actually. I gotta wait till they break this open a little bit. Break it open, I'm gonna start hitting. Come on. Come on. I know you want in. Yes. Yes, break it open. This is exactly what I need. Bitches. God, if only I didn't swing so goddamn slow. The early arm sprain is a bitch. That's okay, we roll the punches. Here we go. This is what I need. Oh, I am like almost dead. Oh, fuck. I'm in a real bad situation here, I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. You know, I knew I should have done more horde-based preparation, but for some reason... Oh, what do you mean I died? What do you mean I died? I had 8 oh my god, I was swinging with power attacks because my arm was fucked. I think it was killing me. Oh no. Oh my god. Fuck. Damn it. Damn it. Now the good news is, I think since I died, the zombies for the Horde Night will stop spawning, and we can see what damage they've done to my shit. And the answer is a lot, by the way. They did a lot of fucking damage. By the way, I also learned that if you were to exit out and then come back in to a game where you're still on the Horde Night will start again. Because, yeah, I had that bullshit happen to me. And that was very terrifying. Let me see. Do I really not have my knife on me? Dude, they broke so much shit. I'm just glad they didn't go into my main base area, dude. God, that could have been way worse. I want to get my knife so I can harvest the zombo dogs out here. This is perfectly good leather that I don't want to miss out on. Stab it in the ass. I thought you were supposed to stop spawning. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Fuck. No. So, my understanding was wrong. As it turns out, my understanding was very wrong. The Horde Night did not end. It was just slightly delayed. I need to keep this fucking door alive. I really thought the Horde Night was over, I'm not gonna lie. Really lured myself into a false sense of security there. Shit. This hurt my door a lot more than I needed to. Shot the shit out of it. This is not what the Horde Night was supposed to turn into, but we've almost made it to morning. We've almost made it to morning. We got 15 minutes in game time, so not in real time. Jesus. This is exactly what I mean by, because of the way I have the XP boost on, the progress of the game is skewed and it gets harder faster than it needs to. Like, your first Horde Night, I don't think is supposed to be this difficult. It's supposed to scale up. But by having 300% XP boost on, you're basically making the game stage value go up more and more than it should. So it's like, this should be easier. However, it is completely my fault that it isn't. Alright, well, now everything isn't running at me, so everything will be okay. Everything will be A-okay. I gotta go deal with the dogs. Fucking hell. Why are there so many of you? Huh? Shit. Thank God I have a ladder, dude. There's a lot of dogs. Okay. Now I think I'm okay. Now I think I'm safe. From the Horde Knight, at least. Good God, man. You know, why am I playing 7 Deadly Zombies instead of Seawater? Because I wanted to. You know, funny enough, that's the exact same reasoning that I probably have for most of the things I do. Because I felt like it. Because I felt like it. Just had a Horde night where we fucking died, but you know, it was intense. I had a good time. I've enjoyed it. Even though I got my ass kicked for however long that lasted. My base got absolutely fucking obliterated though. My base is not in a good state. They broketed my bridge, they broketed the walls of my bridge. Most of the barbed wire is gone now. They busted holes in the side of my walls and shit. The zombies were on one, dude. The zombies were on one. But what's up with you, Don? I hope you're having a lovely Sunday today. Oh my God. That was way more stressful than I had anticipated, not gonna lie. And I used all of my 7.62. So lesson learned. Oh my God, I had 138 more 7.62 in my thing. Still, I would have used all that too, honestly. So I still would have ran out. Fuck. And I was even trying to use my spear some too. That is some crazy shit. Damn. Well, lesson learned, don't fucking underestimate the Horde Knights, man. Them, that was a bitch. I also found a preacher hat. Don't know what the purpose of that is other than to look good. I like my straw hat. I like my straw hat. Let's see. I want to sell all these things. Scrap. This goes in the forge. Oh boy, oh boy. To preach to zombies. Well, actually, one of the preacher things, I can't remember which piece of equipment it is. It actually gives you a percentage damage to undead, which means you do more damage to zombies. But the thing is, the stats for like all the different items are different. So like this one is just for bartering to buy shit. So it's like it gets you a slightly better deal when you're buying stuff from the trader. But there's one of them, it might be the gloves, where it increases the damage you deal to the zombies. And that's actually a really good stat boost. That's a really good one. But the thing I have on is a seed loot bonus, which I don't know exactly what that means, but hey, it works, so. Yeah, and I have gloves that increase melee weapon damage, so I feel like I'm about as strong as I can be with my spear. I just can't believe how rough that was. That was fucking insane, dude. Insanity. Well, I'm gonna go sell some shit and I'm gonna go do quests. Fuck it. We might have died once, but we're alive now, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh my god. You know what I want actually? I want to grab something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just fucking stepped on my green screen. Do you know the definition of insanity? Isn't Val from Far Cry 3, isn't that the guy who played, was it Nacho? Like, played one of the significant characters in Breaking Bad? Did the mocap and everything for it? Actually, I don't know if there was a mocap for that role, but... Is that who Val is? I never played any of the Far Cries. But, I remember seeing many years ago, like, some characters. Don't know any of their names, though. I know what he looks like, you know. I wish that, what's his name? I wish that Far Cry 6, like the most recent one, I wish it would have caught on more. But if you look at the Steam reviews, it doesn't seem like the reviews are the greatest, and I don't necessarily know why. So, I don't know about the game. But most of the Far Cry games look very fun. They look like really fun games to play. Val's a crazy lunatic, part of some gang on an island. I'm pretty sure... that's the person I'm thinking of.
Sorry for my foul
Hello,
mood.
Jen.
My coffee maker's
Why am
on
I
the fritz
looking
again.
up, please?
Looking to stock up on supplies?
I'm looking to sell
thanks.
you supplies.
I don't have room for any more of those.
I'm so glad she didn't let me sell her the treasure map
That was a good
because
deal.
I actually
me,
want
I'm a
to
doctor.
go get the treasure from that. After I do my buried supplies quest. You know, I've been trying to experiment with different builds in this game lately, like on different worlds. Like, one of the worlds that I play that's... I don't think I've made any videos on, but it's like a completely separate world. I have blades as my thing. Like, I've been doing where I do spears a lot, but then I'm trying to do blades now. That's how I know that the bladed weapons can actually lop off the heads of zombies and decapitate them, which is kind of fucking awesome. But I'm trying that. I've never really done one where it's more of an intellect-based build where you need the stun baton and everything. That's probably a good one. I've been told clubs are good, but I just fucking hate clubs for the strength builds. Clubs and shotguns. Actually, I think the auto shotgun's supposed to be really good, but I've never gotten an auto shotgun. The farthest I've got for the shotguns is I feel like I've only gotten to the double barrel, and that's not all that great. Here. Val Far Cry 3. Yeah, that's the character I was thinking of. Wait. His name is not Val? His name is Vaas. Are you talking about Vaas? V-A-A-S? Vaas. Secondary antagonist. Yeah. That's the guy I was thinking of. Apparently, your female-like companion character in the game is named Valerie. So, there is a Val in the game, but it's not nearly as insane as Vaas is. But yeah, I'm familiar with Vaas, like, as a character. Not through playing the game, but because for most of my life I was watching a shit ton of YouTube. I have been a primary consumer of YouTube content for a very long time. That's where most of my motivations come from. Like, most of the things I try to do, I have seen done in the past. He's the weirdest, craziest guy you'd ever meet. Yeah, that sounds like a very accurate description of him. He seems like an absolute fucking lunatic in the game. And I think that is awesome. Yeah, I haven't really played any Far Cry's. You know, for a really long time, I'd say for a really long time, you know, I've never played, I'd only ever played one singular match of Overwatch in my life for a very, very long time. Because... Oh shit, that's a feral zombie. Why are you spawning feral zombies on the game? What the fuck? But the only time in my life that that bitch jumped my bike. The only time in my life that I had played Overwatch was many years ago when I was at a friend's house, and I played a singular match as a character named Widowmaker that had a sniper rifle, and I did okay. But I never bothered getting the game myself, because if I'm not mistaken, the game costed money, and I didn't want to buy it. Didn't want to buy the game, so Overwatch never really caught on for me. But I enjoyed it, the one match that I played, you know. I just never bothered playing it because none of my friends played it. And half of the games I played during that time frame was all just because my friends would play the game. Have you ever finished, or is Assassin's Creed your type of game? Like, you ever played an Assassin's Creed game, or maybe finished one? Because I've only ever finished Black Flag, and I absolutely love that game. I loved it when I only just went around and did the naval combat in it a bunch. However, now that I've done the story and everything, I love it significantly more. Like, that game is even closer to my heart. You played one, weren't really into it. That is fair. That is fair. It's not a game... I wouldn't say it's a... Well, that's kind of a stupid thing to say, though. I was gonna say I wouldn't say it's a game for everybody, but no game is a game for everybody. It's all a matter of preference. Like, I like the combat system specifically in Black Flag, so I don't know how consistent that is on other Assassin's Creeds. I like the premise, where, like, it's historical fiction, Assassin's Creed. That's what I like the most about Assassin's Creed. Is the way they do historical fiction. I really like that. Where it's not necessarily the most accurate, but, you know, they obviously did their research and decided to have some fun with the characters and real historical figures and shit. That's what I like about it. But Black Flag made me very sad. Because it had a story arc in it that is one of those things that... Like, you know how there's certain types of stories that one might be sensitive to or anything? Like, it just had one of the types of characters that I really like in media, where I like, it just made me sad, man. There was a character in it that, had a very tragic end to their tale, and I liked the character a lot. And that game affected me a lot, the story. I was like, oh, no, it's so sad. I wonder if Red Dead will be able to do that to me. But then again, Red Dead Redemption, I only play it once a week, which is kind of the thing. I play it once a week, so I've been playing it for a long time, right? But it's not like I'm just playing it over and over and over, day after day, getting fully invested into all the characters, so I don't know how the ending is going to affect me. I'll tell you what, playing Red Dead Redemption, now that we're in Chapter 6, it does not make me feel good. It's definitely a very fucking sad game. I just don't know how all the tragic shit that happens in it is going to affect me. What do you mean, storm warning, seek shelter? Bitch, I am digging a hole. I am digging a hole. Here we go. Here we go. It's in there. I know it's in there. Burning shaft mod schematic. That's great and all, but I already know how to build that. Alright, get out of the hole. Get out of the hole. Zombies are spawning. Shit. Shit! I missed twice. Need to knock him down. Alright, got him. Alright, we have 52 seconds to get to shelter. I think that's okay. I think we'll be fine. God damn. Okay, maybe we won't make it to shelter in 30 seconds, but we should still be alright. Hey, another level. Wonder if that's gonna be enough to get our bookworm thing. What game is this? Oh, 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die is the game. I very much appreciate this game. I like it. I view it as one of the best, like, zombie survival games you could play right about now, but I mean, it's all a matter of opinion. The type of game also isn't meant for everybody. Like, not everybody enjoys this type of game. It's Oliver! Australia, Oliver, is that you? Oliver from Australia. It looks cool. I like it. I think it's a great game to play. Like, as far as, like, games to play that you want to kill zombies in and shit, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Oliver. But as far as games that you want to, like, kill zombies and shit in, it's essentially like, you know how Minecraft is a survival crafting game with zombies in it? This is a zombie survival crafting game. Ah, the fucking wind is blowing my shit. Ow, and it's hurting me. Okay, well, we're gonna be hunkering down inside Jen's shelter for the duration of the storm. Ow, son of a bitch. Reminds you, kinda reminds you of DayZ.
Good morning, survivor.
Guten Morgen,
Here's
Trader
your pay
Jen.
for a job well done.
Why am I staring at your boobs? Can we not? Can we fucking not, please? Exploding arrows, thank you. I will sell those to you. Let me look farther
Dive
up.
into my inventory.
A lumberjack hat? Oh, well, that's cute. How the hell did I get that? Selling off a bunch of shit.
Thanks for letting me take care of you. And be sure to tell your friends.
Stop flirting with me, Jen. But yeah, DayZ is really fucking hard, though. The thing I like about this game is the graphics are pretty good, and I think there's just a lot to the game. And then if you are playing, if you're like, say you play on PC, right, and you have access to mods and everything, the modding community for DayZ is fucking insane. Like, there are versions of this game, like there's a mod pack called Darkness Falls, completely changes how the game works, adds in new zombies and everything. There's a lot of shit like that where say you play hundreds of hours of the game and you're like, okay, alright, I don't want to play anymore, you can just change how the game works fundamentally because there's just so many great mods for the game. I haven't even done any of the mods, and I like it. I don't like how, based on where I'm looking is where it zooms in. Like, if I go at the very top of the box, her face is right there. But if you go at the very bottom of the box, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Jesus Christ.
Take a peek at my selection.
I don't want to take a peek at your anything, Jen. Here, I'll sell you the hat. You got any skill books I want? Oh shit, you do actually. Gimme. 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 In the words of your uncle with an emulator, no game is boring with mods. Well, that's... yeah, I'd say that's probably increase attack speed by 10% with a spear. Oh, hell yeah.
Remember me if you need medical supplies.
But yeah, emulators are fantastic, dude. There's this game from PlayStation 1 era that I desperately want to play called The Legend of Dragoon. I loved that game when I played it as a child.
Looking to patch up those
and
wounds?
I want to play it again, maybe even record it or something, but it's just one of those things where it's, oh shit.
Well, you just brightened my day.
It's just
I'm
one of
glad I can
those
help you.
things where it's like, I've never done anything with an emulator before, so I'm a little skeptical about getting one. But then again, I've done a bunch of things with mods as well, so like I don't know why I'm so averse to getting an emulator for something. He puts mods on your Skyrim. Dude, the spell mods for Skyrim are insane. I'm sure you're familiar with what I'm talking about if you've done any mods on Skyrim, because the ones where they like give you more spells, there are some crazy spells people have made for Skyrim. It was to turn the dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine characters. Oh my god. That sounds very amusing. That sounds very... I remember when I was playing Left 4 Dead and you could change how the tank is this really bulky character. You could change him into Shrek, and then All-Star would play whenever he came on screen as well. God damn it, Jen.
All supplies sterilized.
So All-Star would start playing on screen, and then Shrek would come chase you down and beat the shit out of you. Dude, mods are great, man. Lethal Company mods are really good too. Me and my friends used to run Lethal Company where the Bracken creature was replaced with Goku, and whenever it started chasing you to kill you, it started playing the fucking Ultra Instinct theme. Oh, it was great. It was great. Then we also had where we turned him into one of the Five Nights at Freddy's characters as well. We've done a lot of shit with mods on Lethal Company. More mods than even I'm aware of. There's a shit ton of mods for that game. Nah, Lethal Company is not the FPS shooter game. It's the game where the graphical quality looks like a little bit toned down, and you're in a ship, you work for a company, you go into these facilities to grab loot out of them, and there's things in the facilities trying to kill you. You might have seen like little clips of the little loot bugs, the guys where there's a mod pack to make them go yippee. Those guys, that's from Lethal Company. To which character was it? Oh yeah, it's a great game. There's a lot of games like it, like Repo and Pilgrim and other games like that. I gotta be careful when I go to talk to you, Jen. I keep forgetting
Maybe next time I'll
the
have what you
fucking
need.
Zoom. I'm just waiting for the storm to die down. Oh, I also need to grab another quest from you. Let's do a fetch from... God, that is so far away.
I
Let's
think
do a
I've
fetch
got a job
from
or two.
Nick's
This is dangerous
motel.
work, but I believe you can handle it.
I also believe I can handle it, Jen. Alright, I'm going out into the storm. I don't give a shit. I have 40 seconds of safety in this storm. As long as I find a building in the next 40 seconds. Oh shit, I think my vehicle moves a little slower too. This might be a bad idea. Fuck. Oh yeah, where we would replace the Bracken in Lethal Company with Goku, or we would replace the Bracken with a Five Nights at Freddy's character that would chase you down as well. Hey, the storm stopped. Let's go. Perfect timing. Cleared out. Nice and good. Yeah, and then in Left 4 Dead, I'd made the tank into Shrek, and that was lovely. But there's a lot of mods in games, especially games where, like, the graphical quality isn't like nearly as high, you could put like damn near anything into it. And especially if they make it easy. Lethal Company just embraced the modding community, and boy did it lead to such a great game. The Bracken doesn't make the Kamehameha sound effect. It's just whenever the Bracken would chase you down, it would do the Ultra Instinct, the fucking da 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 da. When it would chase you down to kill you, is what it would do. It be the Night Guard. Arg, it be the Night Guard. But we've done all kinds of mods where it's like you'd turn certain characters into FNAF characters, you'd turn certain characters into fucking Goku. You could do so much shit. It's just a matter of what mods you could find on the R2 Thunderstore, you know, or R2 Modman in the in Thunderstore, dude. There's just so many mods for Lethal Company. Mods where you complete... I love the ones that add SCPs, like they add in the Plague Daughter SCP, they add in Shy Guy. Shy Guy is like the most fucking terrifying NPC to get added in. I love the SCP mods for Lethal Company. Those are some damn good ones. I still haven't played Repo yet. I need to play it one of these days. One of these days. I've seen some clips of it, and it looks like a very fun game. Very similar to Lethal Company. Kind of like same but different, you know? Always gotta check the mailboxes for skill books, you know? There's just so many skill books in them, dude. God damn. Okay, this is gonna be an infested, so this is gonna be a wee bit dangerous. Shy Guy can travel universes to get your cheeks. Well, Shy Guy could jump from the Earth to the Moon to get your cheeks if you look at his face, and that is terrifying. Yeah, the only thing you can do is shut the doors on him in the ship, but eventually the doors have to open and he will get your ass. Shy Guy will get you anywhere. It would be really cool if Shy Guy had the ability to rip open the doors of the ship and get you. That would be fucking terrifying, but that would be amazing if that was part of the mod for Shy Guy. Where he would just fucking come in there and just rip open the doors and destroy you. That would be amazing. I can see a lot of potential in that. I put all these skill books in my bike. I keep forgetting I have storage in here, you know? Alright, alright. Back to what I was doing. How the fuck do I get in? The question is there a way in this part of the building, or is it gonna make me go all the way over and then this is where the end loot is gonna be? That's probably what it's... Yep, I see ammo piles and shit in there. This is where the end loot is, this building. I see. Alright, I'm picking up what you're putting down, game. I know what you're gonna make me do. I've been in enough 7 days to... Hey, beer. I've been in enough 7 days to die, missions and shit to pick up what you're putting down. Gotta travel through all the little hotel areas. Normally don't do this point of interest, but you know, since I'm here. What did I just put that on? No, I just put it in my inventory. Okay. Whoopsie. Alright, where's the way actually in? One of the... It's probably gonna be in there. Fuck. Wait a minute, this one isn't the infesting clear, this one is the fetch. Oh, I'm bleeding out. Oh, I'm bleeding out. Oh, I'm bleeding. I don't have a bandage to stop the bleeding. Oh shit, I forgot to like restock on meds. Well, I'm just gonna keep bleeding out then, my bad. For the next 5 seconds. Whoops. Fucking whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. I just got way too close to death. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. That is my bad. I'm not doing smart things, if you can't tell. Oh, I could have used a sewing kit. I forgot. That's another way to stop bleeding. Oh, I genuinely could have saved myself. Damn. Ain't that a bitch. Medical supplies? What do we got in here? Fucking paper? Really? Paper. Damn it. I could use some, you know, real medical supplies. My character got the shit beat out of him because I'm a dumbass, mind you. It is all my fault, but damn. Just grab everything. Grab everything, sort it out later. And my armor's critically damaged, which means it's not protecting me as much either. Forgot about that. We are literally getting that paper. You are so right. We're getting paper. If only we could get bread. If only we could get bread. Speaking of food, so the reason why today the stream is earlier than normal, God, there's a lot of beer in these beverage things. The reason why we're doing the stream earlier today is because we got a little family event that I gotta do starting at 1. So obviously I can't stream starting at noon unless I'm streaming for 1 hour. So we got a family event and we are going to be having some pulled pork for that event, and that is going to be so good. I love me some barbecue pulled pork, baby. That is some good ass food. Shit. These zombies sound like that weird ass worm that sits on Toji's shoulder. You're not wrong. Although I will say, some of the zombies actually just sound like they're like hissing snakes. And those are the weirdest ones. The ones that sound like they are snakes. Those are very odd characters. Oh, shit. Alright, and then this is gonna be what leads me into the final loot area. Oh, I'm encumbered. Great. Yep. There it is. There's the final loot, and I'm going to get ambushed by zombies. I promise you. I just don't know where from. Well, fuck it. There's only one way to find out. Let's get in there. We live! Zombies ain't got nothing on me. The snake sounding zombies sound like they're gonna... Sound like they're gonna what? They're gonna brat to the blah? I don't even know what you're trying to say there. Unless you mean gonna rat to the law. Because if that's the case, then I know exactly what you're saying. Some of these things are mods that I can put on shit that would be very beneficial for me. Like this. And like... this. I lied, those don't go on that. What about my boots? Not the boots. What about the gloves? I'm like, you can put the muffled connectors on literally fucking something, dude. Just didn't know what. My character is very over encumbered. You meant rat. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Now I can understand the reference you're making. Yeah. Speaking of that thing on Toji's shoulder, I haven't like watched Jujutsu Kaisen in a while. The new season should be coming this upcoming year. I'm pretty excited for that, I can tell you that. The new season of JJK, that's got me hyped. I'm very ready for that shit. Can I, like, put more mods in my shit, please? Yeah, let me put some pockets on my shoes. That sounds good. Alright, can I get out of here now? Lovely. Let's go back to Trader Jen, go get our reward, and go do our treasure map. We should do that. Can craft 2 bandages. Oh my god, you're so right. I just used that aloe cream, not thinking about it, but... I never think about making bandit. Fuck, you're so right, Sunset. Thank you. I never think of that. God damn it. Ah, shit. Well, thanks for saying that. Unfortunately, I didn't read it fast enough, and that is on me. That is a whoopsie. That is a whoopsie from me. Yeah, the next season of JJK, that should be coming soon. How to make a sequel for an anime, add depression to the characters. Look, sometimes adding depression to the characters just fits the show. Why did I run into you for no reason? What am I doing? I am getting sloppier and sloppier the more I play this game, man. I'm just doing stupid shit for no fucking reason. That's some good advice. It's common practice. To make the first aid bandages, or to, add depression to the characters in the sequels. Now, I feel like that is common practice now. Although... Country crack a what? It might have been Crack-a-book? Crack-a-book? A1 self-storage? Crack-a-book. Country Crack-a-book. So Crack-a-books are like some of the most sought-after points of interest because you can get a bunch of skill books from them, and because... controversially, the Funpence had made, like, the meta to, the skill books instead of the learn by doing things, then that means that Crack-a-books are, like, very sought after. You're cracking open a book. You're not... You know, funny enough, I did not know, genuinely, I did not know until, like, a couple days ago that what cracking meant, like, on the internet. Didn't know what that meant. Did not know what that meant. And then I learned, and I was like, why the fuck is that? Crossbow? That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage right there. Minor outfit. Ah, but the carrying capacity I lose out on is kind of a bitch, isn't it? Damn it. But I could put the pocket mods on it. It'll be fine. Modify pocket mod. Hell yeah. And let's get the rest of the shit. Dude, my character is so over encumbered right now. But about that adding depression to the characters and everything, I like dark stories in general, so I do like in shows when they do that, where they make things more serious and shit. Like, I'm a really big fan of Berserk and that storyline, so if that gives you any idea of, like, the type of story I like. Like, I'm a really big fan of the dark fantasy genre of shit. What does cracking mean? Yeah, at some point on the internet, there became a brain rot thing where to crack something meant to, like, have sex with it. And I'm like, I did not know that was a thing. Somehow that is one of the brain rot things that completely eluded me. Did not know it was a thing. Even my friend who always... my friend who always, just to fuck with me, does brain rot shit, has never said that, so I don't know. I don't know. But, you've yet to watch Berserk. It is a very good... The thing is, it lacks a great anime. That's the thing. All of the anime adaptations are, like, okay at best. The thing is, if you're just taking as, like, the story, like, the manga story that you get for it, it is considered to be one of the greatest of all time for a reason. But it's like, there's... The things that I've watched the 3 movies. There's 3 movies, I think, on Netflix, the last I had checked, where it goes over the arc before, like, the very beginning of the book. It basically sets up everything. They're all fully CG, and it was from a time when fully CG projects were still very ambitious and not the greatest of products yet. Like, the Dragon Ball superhero movie looks pretty decent, even though it's fully CG, but it's come a long way. The Berserk movies were fully CG in a time when CG was not ready to be, like, full projects, so Berserk, unfortunately, does not have a great anime adaptation, despite how good the story is, so that's kind of the tragedy of it all. Is that Berserk never got the anime love that it honestly deserved. So, people who are fans of Berserk are still waiting for a good anime for it. A good anime adaptation. And maybe they'll get it one of these days, one of these years, one of these lifetimes, one of these centuries.
Well, that didn't take long. Nice work.
Alright. Crafting magazine. You can have this. There. Oh, shit. I got more stuff. Alright, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at you, Trader Jen, for a couple of reasons. She used to give you a mini bike. She used to give you, straight up, a mini bike as your, like, next vehicle. Now she just gives you the parts and says go craft it yourself? How fucking dare
Proven
you,
remedies
Jen?
only.
How dare you? How dare you do me like that? Damn it. I feel betrayed. Trader Jen, you are traitor Jen as far as I'm concerned. How dare you? Tisk tisk. Like these gloves, intellect weapon damage, so these would make like the stun baton way better. I don't need beer, I don't need more cloth. I can store all these things away, don't need more sewing kits. That's fine, that's fine. Whoop, that's fine. Whoop. I'm never gonna use crossbow, so you can have that. You can have this, that. Honestly, that. I'm willing to sell, like, most of the things I have. You sometimes send kid accounts to watch Berserk? I don't know what that means. Berserk is it's a very dark story. Everything about Berserk is dark. The main character's past. Berserk is a really fucked up story. You meant tell them to watch Berserk. That makes sense, but still, it is a fucked up story. Kids probably shouldn't be watching Berserk. Or definitely not reading it. Trader Jen, you have betrayed us, you and your accursed Zoom. Hey, I might need some sewing kits, but the thing is, I don't need many sewing kits, okay? I don't need many sewing kits. I'm gonna get some bandages and heal myself, though. And I also kinda need to cure my infection. She doesn't have anything for that, but I have things for that at home. Also, my armor is absolutely fucked. The gloves. I need to repair these, honestly. Boom. There we go. Nice and easy. Trader Jen, do you... I don't need food from you, Trader Jen. I will buy food from here. All because I feel like it. Get a can of miso. Can of whatever the fuck that said. Whatever that is. Yum, yum, yum. One of the bending elements, trading, has gone to greed. Jen is greedy and flirtatious, and I don't particularly care for either of those things. Oh yeah, my character looks different now because I'm wearing a mining suit, and apparently, look at those fucking muscles, dude. God damn. My guy must be strong. Fetal position for the next week. Is it because I was just eating that food out of the cans? My character's just gonna be absolutely fucked in the gut. Because honestly, yeah. Yeah. I would have to agree with you there. I really need to get a jar of honey in me, so, because honey can only cure up to 5% infection, so the fact that I'm at 4.2% and climbing, I gotta get that treated soon, or else I'll need to waste more resources on that shit. Can of something, can of whatever the fuck that was. That, hey, that's that. Look, if it doesn't have a chance to give my character dysentery, I don't give a shit what it is. I don't give a shit what it'll do to me. Bacon and eggs is nice. That's actual food that I'll have my character eat. Let's see. Honey. Jar of honey. Cure infection. 5%. Perfect. My character also just needs to drink water in general. I got all these skill magazines. I have a bunch of them on my bike as well. I like how one of my containers has become me, just stuffing it full of these skill books, and when I get that skill to potentially get double points for the reading the books, that's when I'm gonna start using them all. Let's see, put all this stuff away, put that. First aid bandage. I really don't need to carry all this ammo and shit. Oh, Molotovs. I'm not using those anymore. Not until Horde Night again. Alright. What was I going to do now? Oh, can I make my mini bike? That's not even all the components for a mini bike. What else do I need? Mini bag. I need the handlebars. You son of a bitch. 3 vehicle books. Oh, hang on. Maybe I can get those skills I need. So I need to get to level 8. And then, boom, boom. Just enough skill points. Yes, alright, I can read all my magazines. No more collecting them. No more collecting these. So, we read it. Oh, shit, you can't actually see this. So I'm gonna show you this. So you see that in the bottom right corner? That is the skill book thing. Hello, Kirsty. Hello. So that thing in the right corner, that is the skill thing. So when I read the skill book, it goes up. When it makes that special sound, it went up 2 levels. So I just got 2 levels off of that. 2 levels. 1 level. 2 levels. And that is exactly why you need that skill where you have a chance to get double points. So now, every time you hear that ka-ting sound, I got double points off of those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're all a little crazy in this family. That's par for the course. Okay, mini bike. Mini bike handlebars. We need springs, headlights, electrical parts. Springs. Electrical parts. I don't have a headlight. Why do I need a... Oh, I guess there is a headlight on it. Short iron pipes, mechanical parts. So now I just need a headlight, which means I need to go dismantle some cars. You're assuming I know Kirsty? Yes, Kirsty is one of my sisters. A family member of mine. We're all a wee bit insane. It's okay. Now I need a headlight from a car so I can make a mini bike, and then I won't have to use this bicycle anymore. Then we're gonna be in a really good situation. Oh, hey, a wheel. Hey, I got the headlight. I like to have fun. Alright? Let's destroy cars for personal goals because in the apocalypse, personal property doesn't matter. Hey, it's the apocalypse. With how many zombies there are, I'm pretty sure every single car we see abandoned, there is no longer a living owner, unless you consider living to be undead. So, I guarantee these bitches with these cars, they do not need these. Nobody needs that, okay? Nobody needs that. Not anymore, or else they would have salvaged the cars or brought them along with them. If they abandoned it, they didn't need it either. That's the way I see it. You don't like the idea of zombies driving cars? I think it would be amusing. I think it would be pretty amusing. Extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous, but, you know. I need this, and I think duct tape? Yeah. So now when those handlebars are done in a minute... Hey, the mushrooms have grown! The floating mushrooms. Oh, lovely. I'm gonna leave them there. Mad Max. Amusing till your roadkill. Yeah, that's true, but you know... Look, in-game, I think it would be very funny, you know? Mad Max in a zombie game, that would be pretty cool. What if there was like a really good Mad Max game, and then there was a really good zombie mod for it? That would probably be a damn good idea. That'd probably be a damn good thing. Oh my god, when the workbench is crafting something, the lamp turns on? Let me guess, when this finishes, is that lamp gonna be off? I didn't know that. That's cool if that's the way that is. Also, it's about to be nighttime again. Do I have another quest? I don't. But that's okay, because I have a treasure map, so... To whomever finds this note, friend, the end is near. The monsters are breaking down my door, but in my final moments, I can only think of how I want to be remembered, not as a coward, but as someone who thinks of others. I leave this map to one of my many secret buried chests to you. God bless you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. So now, there's a treasure chest over there, and we're going to go dig that up. Okay, so that's done. Oh, never mind. The lamp's just on by default. Okay. That's fine. So now we need an engine. Did I not save one engine? We're going back to scrapping cars, baby. We're going back to scrapping cars. I did not save an engine. I sold the last engine I had to Trader Jen. The Minecraft logic following mushrooms. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Those mushrooms, they're now a design piece in my house. If I get more mushroom seeds, I'm going to just keep planting them in my house. We'll turn all the walls into mushrooms, just because we feel like it. Yeah, I do very much... We got an engine, hell yeah. I do very much appreciate the idea of, Mad Max with zombies. I think there's That is an idea that has a lot of potential, and I love that. That's some good shit. It's a good idea. Also, I have no idea what little emoji that will— oh, that's a zombie. I had to look a little closer on that. It's very small on my other screen. I couldn't tell what the hell that emoji was, other than the fact that it was green. I'm not colorblind. Also, that's an interesting thing to think about as well, you know, because of the way it's labeled, some people think colorblindness means you just can't see colors. It's not like you're blind to the color. It's more like you're color dyslexic would be an accurate way to say it. That's how I've had it described to me by my friends who are actually colorblind. Colorblindness is more like color dyslexia, where you're not able to differentiate between the different colors. It's like you lose all the finer details. There's probably also versions where you can't see shit, you know. I'm sure that's also a thing, but apparently. Dude, we have a lot of headlights now. We'll hang on to those, but any future ones we get, we know what to do with them. We're gonna need this gas once our mini bike is crafted as well. Boom. This is sell, boom, boom, boom. Gotta keep. Keep, probably. Got some items to sell. Put this in the forge, smelt it up. Whew. So do people look like Simpsons, or is it the other way around? Maybe they do if they paint themselves yellow. Well, you see, that's the interesting thing, right? Because it's not like... I don't know. I think the characters in The Simpsons... Because it's weird, because not everybody in The Simpsons does have the yellow hue, because... they have that, like, Indian character who isn't yellow-hued, so it's not like everybody has the yellow hue, so I guess it's just different. Maybe in The Simpsons world, the yellow skin tone is to represent white skin tone as a general rule? I don't fucking know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't pay that much attention to The Simpsons, and I don't really read into the lore of The Simpsons either. So I don't know. I'm pretty clueless on that one. But more importantly, we have a mini bike. We have a mini bike now. Wait, we can make a ratchet? A level 2 ratchet? Oh my god. How much forged steel do we have? Not enough! Not enough! In steel tool parts. We also don't have enough steel tool parts for a ratchet. Aw, man. Damn. Well, you know what? One of these days, we're gonna get that. One of these days. Too hard to animate because budgets exist. You know, it's funny you say that because, there is a story specifically with Dragon Ball where, the reason why they decided to make Goku's hair yellow for the Super Saiyan transformation is because coloring it all in black was too time-consuming. Like, because, you know, coloring it versus not really having to color it, you know, because blonde versus black, so... Apparently a massive contributor to why the hair color is what the hair color is because, it just took too long. What am I doing? I have a mini bike now. Bicycle. Go away. Mini bike. It's time for you to shine. Vroom vroom. It's adorable, but it's fast. A lot faster than the bicycle, rather. It's not that fast in the grand scheme of things, but you don't have to worry about your stamina, and it does move faster, so I'll take it. That's why Sonic's yellow in his supersonic form. That would make sense. That would make sense. You know, sometimes it's just a very practical answer for why certain things exist a certain way, you know? And it's like, that's exactly why, Super Saiyan transformation, the hair is yellow. It's much easier to draw whenever you're drawing in black and white. A lot less ink, a lot less coloring to do. Is that a feral zombie? Hey, don't forget about me now. Come kill me. It is a feral zombie. Ow. I regret everything. Ow. Dang. Well, that was mildly painful. Does fall damage for bike braking exist? No. It's not like PUBG. It's not like PUBG. Like, if I'm going full speed right here, and I just hop off, there's no fall damage. The bike just goes a little farther, so I try to brake it before I go. Fall damage exists, and it's very problematic, though. Like, fall damage in general, because you can, like, sprain or break your legs, and a broken leg, once you treat it with, like, a splint or whatever, without, like, the proper perks leveled up for healing shit, if you break your leg and you, like, put a splint on it, it still takes, like, 30 real minutes for that to heal, so you really don't want to break appendages in this game. Does the bike break? No. Well, the bike has a health bar, so... Oh my god, I am so in the way. So, the red thing is the bike's health bar. The blue thing is its fuel. So, by running into shit, you hurt the health. But by braking, like, physically using the brakes or whatever, that doesn't hurt the bike. But you can use brakes on the bike, and the bike itself can break, because it has a durability that goes down over time as you damage it. Whether that's zombies hitting it, you running into small obstacles. Oh, if you drive off of a cliff, like, if you drive off of a cliff, in the fall damage, it will hurt it. It's not going to break it immediately, but it is going to hurt that durability. And the harder you crash into things, it'll hurt the durability more. So, like, falling off a cliff isn't going to break the bike, but it's definitely going to chip away at that durability. Like, with it being 99% durability, it's absolutely not gonna break if you drive it off a cliff. But if the durability was, like, much lower, then, well, you might be in more danger. But it could still take quite a bit of damage before it'll break. But it's like, just running into things over time will make your stuff break. Because, like, with this bicycle, right? I haven't repaired this bicycle at all, but this bike, its health is 69%. So that's just from me running into things on the bike, it just slowly breaks it down. So the bike has lost durability over time. Would you take damage while sitting on the bike off the cliff, or does the bike tank it? I think the bike tanks it. 69, nice, yeah. I think the bike tanks the damage. I think if a zombie hits you while you're on the bike takes damage and you take, like, a little bit of damage physically. But I think if we're just talking, like, fall damage or running into stuff damage, that damage is only to the vehicle. I hate that this had to be on a slope, dude. This just did not have to be on a slope. Unless the buried treasure is, like, on this side. It can technically be anywhere within these bounds. So, the more you dig, the smaller the area gets. And that's kind of what gives you the clues on where it'll be. But the treasure box should be locked, but I got plenty of lockpicks. It should be fine. We should be able to get in pretty easily. So now it updates, now the area is a little smaller. It's probably going to be in this region. But really, it could be anywhere within the circle, so... You know, a lot of it is guesswork, and there are skill points that you can put into making, like, buried things. You make them easier. So you could make this easier on yourself. I'm just not using any skill points on that stuff. There's also a skill that involves... where is it? This one. So, it is a terrible name, by the way. There used to be a perk called Sexual Tyrannosaurus. It's crazy that they got rid of that one, and they didn't get rid of the perk called Minor 69er, because that is one letter off from being a fucking crime. But anyways, so this increases tool damage. So this is something where it can be useful for just breaking shit in general. Oh my god, now instead of 4 hits, it's 3. I wish I would have done that earlier. Hunter, I think if that's the situation, I think you should just, you know, call 911. I doubt that's a real situation because there's no reason you would put that in a YouTube stream chat and not just call help. But yeah, there's some weirdly named perks in this game, I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe they got rid of Sexual Tyrannosaurus and not the Minor 69er one, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. They probably keep it in there as a fun little joke, but you know. The crazy thing is the Sexual Tyrannosaurus actually used to be a good perk too. It was really good for like your stamina. Stamina can be a problem when you're, you know, running or swinging melee weapons or anything of the like. Where the hell is this buried treasure? It's gotta be somewhere in here. I know. It is not the greatest name. Not the greatest name. It's definitely kept as like a joke, but it is still fucked up, so you know, there's that. Seriously, where is it? Okay, so we've hit the bottom. We've hit the bottom, which means it's gotta be around here somewhere. It has to be. Alright, the zone got even smaller. Oh my god, it's gonna be over this way. Are you kidding me? Maybe if we undermine this enough, we can cause the physics system to collapse some of this shit. I mean, I know you can. There is like a whole physics system in this game. And blocks have a certain weight and everything that contribute to the value of how, like, much support they need. It's interesting. It's interesting. This game is really well thought out, honestly. There's a reason why it's so beloved by people, you know? Remember Mushroom? I don't think it will. No. That's just a fun little thing. Now, normally, the physics system, you know, makes sense. Like, I don't know what's going on with the mushrooms, alright? The fact that I could plant those on the wall and they defy physics, that's just because they're mushrooms. They're just quirky little guys. I've hit the other end. Where is it? It's gotta be like here then. Oh my god, it's right here. And that is the downside of doing like treasure chests or buried supplies things. When you have to go digging, a lot of it is guesswork. Sometimes you can get really lucky, sometimes you're not. This is one of the less lucky times. So I got 600 dukes worth of silver to sell. I got a bunch of little resources. Most of this stuff I'm going to sell. Most of this stuff I'm selling. I'm not selling these. I will probably sell most of the other stuff. I don't really need much for 9 mil. I should keep this stuff for purposes of making my own ammo, but you know, I'm really bad about that, so maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? I'm also gonna sell my bicycle because there's no reason to keep it anymore. I have a mini bike. Also, this will slow the degradation of tools. Never mind, you can't put it on a firearm. Then I'll put it on my wrench. Have it break a little less. Alright, let's get out of this hole. Get away from me, Zombo. Alright, well, we don't have a quest to do because we didn't grab one from Trader Jen. Oh my god, we are getting towards the end of the stream. I didn't even realize. I didn't realize we were getting so close to the 3-hour mark. I will have to make sure I end this in 5 minutes because, like I said, got a family get-together and everything. It's not like I can afford to go over. There is a reason why we had to change the time frame of the stream today. Let's see if we can get some honey from one of these stumps. And by the way, if you get honey from the stump, bees come out to attack you. Didn't even know bees were in the game. It happened off stream and like off of a video that I found that out for the first time. And it kind of jump scared me a little bit. I was like, why the fuck are there bees? I was like, oh, I guess if there's honey. Hello, Abdullah. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. How you doing, lad? How you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon where I'm at, but whatever time it is for you, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, night, never really know. We got people that tune in from all kinds of different time zones. Thank you, Miles. I'll have a good time at the family event. I'm gonna have some good food. Like I said, we're having some barbecue pulled pork, and that is going to be amazing. I love me some pulled pork. Deer! Deer! Shit. Got it. That deer is mine, zombie. You get away. I earned it fair and square. The zombies might be chill, they just need some love and care. I don't think so. I don't think this guy is chill. Something tells me he wasn't chill. 2 a.m. on a Monday for you? Damn. Oliver, no wonder you're not able to like hop in the streams very much anymore, dude. The time frame is so late for you. It's just so late. Oh my god. It's hard to like someone when he's shooting you. Hey, he was trying to kill me first, all right? It was me or him, and I was not going to. Oh my god, chicken. Oh my god, get a gun out. Shit. If only I could aim. Is it still there? It is! That was still a chicken I was looking at. He just stopped moving, even though I was still shooting at him. Okay, I'll take it. Mine. Sounds delicious to you. It's like 1957 right now on a Sunday. 1957. Is that almost 6 p.m.? It's 12. Hang on. 6, 7? Oh my god, I'm so bad at reading military time now. Because 20 is 8. So is that almost 8 o'clock? Oh my god, I was way off. Yeah, close to 8. Dude, I was way off at first. Oh my god, that was bad. The more I thought about it, I'm like, wait, I think I'm completely wrong. Robert's Tack Shack. I'm going to loot the Tack Shack. You've been role-playing similar to D&D as well. Ah, cool. So you're doing like a D&D type thing. Very nice, very nice. I don't really do D&D things outside of like, you know, when I was playing Baldur's Gate a wee bit. Outside of that, I don't really do D&D. My friends like it a lot. And I appreciate it, and I love that for them. but it never really caught on nearly as much with me. Why did that have to be a feral zombie? Not that I dislike D&D or anything. It's just, typically, I just am not too interested in playing myself. I don't know, D&D can be fun, but it's just very time-consuming, and to be able to, like, consistently be on a schedule where we could do it, it just never really worked out for me. As much as I would have liked to do it, it just never really worked. But yeah, that does sound fun, Oliver. That is very nice. I always respect it whenever somebody's able to enjoy some good old-fashioned D&D. It's like, enjoy it on my behalf. I even have a friend group that I could have, like, been involved in for D&D, but it just wouldn't work out for me schedule-wise, so I'm gonna dismantle this tractor just because I feel like it. When you're in, there's multiple people that just hop on whenever and go, hey, I'm gonna do a mission now, and people just go. That's fair, that's fair. It's very hard to have a consistent schedule, especially in, like, adult life. Like, since I'm doing this stuff, like, full-time, my schedule is a little more malleable, but it's like, trying to get everybody together on a consistent basis for something like D&D, it just usually doesn't work, man. More modern version, more collabs. One of your characters has domain expansion? Jesus Christ. Well, hey, I mean, that's kind of one of the beautiful things about D&D in general. It's that it literally, whatever the person who makes the campaign wants, that is what you can have. So it's like, that is kind of the beautiful part. Like, you can always make it whatever you want it to be. And that's kind of the best part about it. It's like, you get out of it exactly what you put in when it comes to D&D. You don't have an adult life yet? Well, the best advice to be given is, always try to facilitate, you know, fun things in your adult life. Always try to fit shit in, like, keep hanging out with friends, keep doing things whenever you have free time. It is a very important part of life, and you don't want to sleep on that portion. Because it is very important to keep your social life going and to keep enjoying shit. Last thing you want is for, you know, shit to suck. But it's like, you gotta have hobbies. You always gotta have hobbies. Hobbies are fun. Alright, I'm gonna finish up in this building, and then I am going to have to be calling it here. So we're gonna clear this lower level, and then we will have to finish up the stream, because it is time. It is time. I'm very aware of the clock right now. Oh yeah, that's another thing. One of the skills one of the perks that I got in the process of trying to get it to where I could get double skill points when I read skill books is now there's a chance that whenever I open any searchable container, that there's a chance for skill books to spawn in everything. So that, like, little bike ka-ching that you can hear is a skill book spawning in the container I'm opening. So that's another thing that's beneficial for that. Let me go ahead and put these in the chat once more, just before we go finishing up. See if we can lockpick this gun safe. Honestly, one of the biggest gripes that I've heard with 7 Days to Die modern day is the lockpicking system is the worst lockpicking system in any game I've played. And I would agree with that, because it's completely by chance. All it is a timer that ticks down. There's no, like, skill to it. It's not like Skyrim, where you could have terrible lockpicking skill and have a chance of picking the lock that is, like, the highest skill level. Where it's like, the lockpicking system is not the best, but in the mods, like in Darkness Falls, for example, that's something that they've fixed in the game, so that's kind of why mods are so darn good. So like they've thought of it and fixed it. But it's like in the official game, unfortunately, the lockpicking system, not very good. Not very good. Fun time today, have fun at the event, and everyone, see you next time. Absolutely, I will have fun, and I hope everybody also has a wonderful rest of their day. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their weekend. Let me go ahead and go to the title screen, because there's some background music. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful time, and I'll have a bunch of videos for you throughout the week, and then I'll see you again starting on Friday for another set of streams. You'll try to tune in next week? Hell yeah, Oliver. But yeah, hope you all have a good one. I will see you next time, and this will be a goodbye for now. I'll catch you later.